Good afternoon, everybody. The New York Nick here. Welcome to Situational Saturday. The New York Nick and the New York Chick. She's not here. She actually flew the coop. She is sunning and funning in Florida. She's now the Florida Flamingo, staying at a very ritzy resort, the Hand Hotel and Spa, having a great time. But I didn't want another week to go by. I didn't want to disappoint our 3 followers for Situational Saturday. I wanted to go through with it. So I set up her cup of coffee, and I'm going to do my coffee tasting. By the way, it's 93 degrees here in North Carolina. It's hot, very hot. Feels like 95. I was out there doing yard work this morning, got in early, and the Mets are playing a doubleheader. They were up 5-1 last I saw, first game of the doubleheader. By the way, I know my wife claims to be a Yankee fan, but just for a question, I'm going to ask her vicariously, honey, if you see this, I want you to answer from wherever you are. What place are the Mets in right now? What do you? I would think that you would know, because I've been kind of boasting about it, what place the Mets are in right now. And if you say first place, you're right. Leading the division by, I think it's 4 games. 4.5 games. And now I'm going to ask you, since you're such a Yankee fan, what place the Yankees are in. Well, I know that you believe in the Yankees, so you'd probably say first place. You'd be wrong. But they're good, right? So they're probably in second place. Nah, you'd be wrong again. They are in third place. So just for the record, the Mets are in first and the Yankees are in third. 6 games back, I believe. Anyway. Coffee tasting. This is Voltessa. It is an espresso, and I made a double because I can't drink just 1.35 ounces. It is supposed to have a Brazilian bourbon mixed with a mild Arabica, giving a biscuity aroma. Not getting much of the biscuit aroma. It's good. It's not super strong like some espressos are. I'm tasting a little bit of the bourbon taste. Now, if you're not a big fan of bourbon, then maybe you don't like this, but it's got a little bit of a bourbon aftertaste, which is, well, back in the day, you know, single barrel bourbon. Okay, good. Okay, moving right along. I don't have really, I'm not going to do any situations today. I am going to do a situation, but I'm not going to do like open up an envelope and say, how would you respond to the situation? That would be kind of weird since nobody else is here. But before I do that, there was another thing that we were going to do a couple of weeks ago. And we were talking about songs that we used to sing along to when we were young, that we just, for some reason, if they came on the radio now, we'd have a hard time singing along to them now. And I have a difficult time believing that, and I'm going to do my wife's first, believing that she even knew this song or sang this song, but she brought it up a couple weeks ago. It's a song by the Ramones. She didn't listen to the Ramones. You never listened to the Ramones. Anyway, I want to be sedated. 24 hours to go. I want to be sedated. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. Oh, I want to be sedated. Okay. I guess it's the way you want to live your life, sleepwalking. Maybe life is too painful for you. I like my life. I don't want to be sedated. Thank you. Uh, I'm going to do my song. They say there's a heaven for those who will wait. Some say it's better, but I say it ain't. I'd rather laugh with the sinners than cry with the saints. The sinners are much more fun. Only the good die young, Billy Joel. I, I don't know. I want to wait. I'll wait for heaven. Thank you. And you know what? Sinners are not. We're all sinners, but I'm not gonna revel in that and be happy about it. I know. Now I'm not a prude. Don't make. I'm not super. I mean, I don't. My wife were here. She might be poking me. Maybe I'm a little skeptical, but I'm not getting cranky in my old age. I just don't. I can't sing along to that anthem and actually mean it. You know. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Here's a song that I never, ever, even when I was a kid, said, nah, that's a bad song, right? Living easy, living free, season ticket on a one-way ride, asking nothing, leave me be, taking everything in my stride. Don't need reason, don't need rhyme, going down, party time. My friends are gonna be there too. I'm on a highway to hell, on the highway to hell, highway to hell. I'm on the highway to hell. AC/DC. That's nothing to really celebrate. I don't think we recognize what a very severe place hell is. Obviously, nothing to celebrate. And here's the thing. I've heard this before. People say, oh, all my friends are going to be there in hell. Do you realize friendship is a gift from God? When God removes everything, and that's what hell is, the absence of everything that God gives, and he takes all his gifts with him. To me, hell is going to be like solitary confinement. There won't even be light there. It'll be outer darkness, utter and outer darkness. Okay. Now I'm not going to give you the titles of this song. If you know what they are, send me a message or something, or just comment. This was a song that is kind of ruined for me. I really used to like this song, and I'm just going to give you one of the lines from the song. And as we wind on down the road, our shadows taller than our soul. That's one. Here's one. My mom used to listen to this song. I remember it. Well, I don't care who's right or wrong. I won't try to understand. Let the devil take tomorrow, 'cause tonight I need a friend. Maybe you know the title to that one. Or maybe there's some songs that you feel the same way about that you just can't sing along to anymore. Okay. Here's my situation. It was Thanksgiving dinner and an evening dinner. We finished early, and I was a kid, about 8 years old, and the cousins, it was at my grandmother's house. My cousins say we're going to go for a walk, and so we're going to work off some of this good food that we have. So we walk around the corner. This is Huguenot, Staten Island, Ashland Avenue, I believe it was. And we start walking, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, comes this crow. He starts attacking my little brother. I mean, he's swooping down on it. Now, I'm the bigger brother. I'm 8 years old at the time, I think. I just got my first good pair of sneakers. My father always bought me these cheap sneakers from the A&P off the rack. And I used to get roasted at school for them. They'd call me cheapies and stuff like that. So I finally had a good pair of sneakers. Puma Clydes. They were green suede. They were beautiful. I wore them for Thanksgiving because it was a holiday. And I pick up a stick and I start going, yeah. I start trying to chase the crow. Well, the crow comes after me now, and I get scared. I start running. I run for about 3 blocks. Every time I turn around, there's this crow. Ready to poke my eyes out, I'm pretty scared. Finally, and the Huguenot in the time, they were just building houses and stuff. And there was no, I don't even really think that they had like septic tanks, so the water kind of ran on the side of the road. And here I am, like splashing through sewer water and everything like that. Finally, I'm like, I fall to the ground, and our car turns the corner onto the street, and the bird bounces off the hood of the car and goes up into the tree. My cousins will remember this. My brothers will remember it too. And the guy rolls down his window and says, "Hey, is that your bird? Is that my bird? Does that look like my bird?" You know, I was a little smart mouth for a kid, but at that point, I mean, I was getting attacked by a crow. I went back to my grandmother's house. We told the story, all excited and everything like that. My feet were soaking wet. You know, the dye from those green Puma Clydes went onto my feet. It took me like 3 weeks to get all that dye off my feet. It was anyway. That was a real life situation. So I didn't make something up. Now, I know if my wife was here, I would ask her about a situation where she was attacked by any kind of wild animal. And I don't know, I do know of one situation when we first moved here, and she'll remember it too. Honey, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. We had just moved here, and you know, we're surrounded by woods, and she's a little bit of a city girl. I mean, born in Manhattan and raised, and lived most of her life Brooklyn, Staten Island. Raleigh was a big city that we lived in when we first came to North Carolina, and now we're in a little bit more of a remote setting. And she went out to go walk the dog, and she came back and she slammed the door shut, and she was like, I was like, "What's the matter?" She said, "It was horrible." I said, "What? What?" There were 3 of them. 3 what? Well, she saw 3 deer. I said, "Well, how far away were they?" 15, 20 feet away, she responded. I said, "Well, they're not going to hurt you." I don't know. They're wild animals. She said, they could attack you. I think she's a little more used to the deer now, but she takes pictures of them, but I still don't know how much she would like to get 15 or 20 feet away from one. Yeah, my wife's, she's not really a big fan of animals. She'll tell you so. And the only animal she really likes is little Jasper, and she kind of tolerates him. Well, I tolerate him. She actually likes him. But anyway, well, that's all I got to say today. Situational Saturday. God bless you. Take care of yourself. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Happy Father's Day to all those fathers out there.